Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna finally learn about dedicated inline CSS. So first let's do stuff like a normal way through external, then internal, and then we will roll with inline solutions. Right, so we are targeting h1. Let's do that in an external file. And we're gonna, for start, just set background color of that tag with, let's say, light blue color. Light blue, don't forget semicolon, and because that thing is only CSS we are using, that thing will of course have priority, because we don't have internal one that will take priority over external one. Okay, but the moment when we do that, of course we're gonna target h1 again, so background color will be, let's say, black, and now that thing will have priority and it will be activated for sure. And of course it is inside the style section. So let's refresh our page, but we don't see color. So now you can set color here internally, or you can go to external file and you can say color will be, let's say, white, and because this is only CSS applied here for color, okay, just for color, now that thing will be activated because there is no other option, there is nothing internally done here. But the moment when you say color will be yellow, now that thing, because it is internal, will have priority over external file, and the result will be that thing. Okay, very easy thing to understand. Now you want to play around with inline solutions when you are practicing, experimenting, and a lot of developers will do that just to see what's up on a screen like immediately, and then they grab those individual lines and they just put it into internal section and they experiment a little bit more, and then when they are 100% done, they just copy paste stuff in CSS file. Right, so that's the way what people are doing. Right, so let's go with h1 inline CSS. So do you need to know any kind of additional operations here? No, just copy paste this style down there, but without arrows. So this is just attribute style. Okay, classical attribute approach with quotes. And here, just copy paste any of these lines you want to use, like a background color will be, let's say, I don't know, something stupid like red, and don't forget semicolon. So it is really not important what kind of operations you have here, CSS related, always close those instructions with a semicolon. Don't forget that, okay? Okay, let's refresh. There you go. This thing will take priority over that thing, and that thing will take priority over external files. So how many of these things you can have? Well, as many as you like. You can have them more than here or even in external file. So let's roll with the color, but have it directly after semicolon. Don't have it concatenated here. Have a little bit space and then color. Color will be, let's say, a black, and don't forget semicolon, just very close to this final quote, double quote, and there you go, you have instant change. So you want to change a background color of h1 to, let's say, white. Can you do that? Well, yes, but that's kind of default, so let's change it to yellow. So yellow, and save, and there you go guys, everything is fine. So now let's create h2 where one thing will be defined inline, another thing in internal stuff, and third thing will be defined, third characteristic will be defined into external file, because we can experiment, why not? So h2, and that's actually tag, so arrows. h2 will be just I am just h2, and we must close it. So now we don't have any kind of CSS, so default stuff. Okay, so let's in internal code define that background color will be black. Background color will be black, let's say. Okay, there you go. And instantly we need to solve color of text. So color of text, we're gonna handle that inside H2 directly with inline CSS. So style equals just color of text will be white. Okay, and now let's refresh that. There you go. And now for H2 we will set different font type, okay, but not through HTML way, because if you're working with HTML, you will just say like a font face equals, let's say, Arial. And of course that will work, but that's HTML way of doing things. So let me just test that really briefly. So see, it will work, but that's not good because we are mixing unnecessary HTML options with way better CSS options. So let's do that with the CSS in external file. Okay guys, external file. So let's go here and we're gonna target H2, and now you will not say something like font and then face equal. No, this is HTML way. There are dedicated CSS commands, and one of those font family, and now you will say Arial but without quotes. Don't use quotes here. This is not HTML, this is CSS. So Arial will be enough, and now there you go, you have your results. So bottom line, inline CSS for H2 will handle text of color of text, okay, with a color. Now H2 background will be handled internally, internal CSS in the style section, and font family will be handled just for H2 on a page, but in external file. Can you do that for H1? Well, sure, you can do that, no problem. You can just copy paste it. Oops, just a second. Copy, paste, and again both of these will be of Arial type. There you go. But wait a second, is there better options here? Well, yes guys, that's the whole purpose of centralized CSS solutions. So you can just say for whole content on a screen, which will be of course inside the body section, you can just here say that font family will be Arial. And now you don't need these lines down there. Okay, there you go, everything is the same because this line is handling all other tags down there. So absolutely great centralized solution. Okay guys, that's pretty much in this tutorial and actually in this whole playlist, and I'm gonna take a couple of days off because I need to drink water and eat to rest myself, and yeah, we're gonna see each other in a CSS tutorials. Now here's the thing, don't go to JavaScript and don't go to Python or PHP or MySQL. No, first handle HTML and then have a little break, a couple of days off if you like, and then go very slowly to CSS, and I'm gonna create those tutorials, don't worry. And after you are done with that, then again took a couple of days off, and then probably the best option will be to go with MySQL. Yeah, it's not programming language, it's database, but then you will learn how to work with actually real stuff from reality, and then when you switch from that to PHP, then you will have all picture in your head. Why do you need HTML, why CSS, why PHP, and why MySQL? And from that moment you will be totally ready to create your own very dynamic and very serious websites that can create money when you put advertising on them. I'm talking about Google AdSense project. Right guys, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna rest a little bit and see you in CSS tutorials. Thank you for watching, see you there.